What can't God do? God can do all things. We know that God can do the impossible. But what exactly does this mean? Does God have limitations? Well, we can come to understand that the only thing that God can't do are logical impossibilities. What do we mean by this? We mean that because since God is the highest conceivable being, and he is the basis of power, he himself is power. He himself is love, as First John tells us. God is these very things, and his nature is perfect and good. And so God cannot do evil or sin. He cannot do what is logically impossible, which is to do what is contrary to his nature. God cannot lie. God cannot die or cease to exist for 20 seconds. God cannot create a being greater than him because God alone is God, and anything that is created has weakness and has certain things that are dependable upon the very thing by which it was created. So God cannot create a being higher than him, because God alone is God, and he has always been and will forever be. God can't make a married bachelor. That's just a contradiction of terms. It literally is nothing. It cannot be something. It's just a bunch of wordplay. And the same thing, God cannot make a round square. So God can do all things, but he cannot do what is logically impossible, because what is logically impossible is just a contradiction in terms. It is literally nothing. It cannot even be something, not even comprehensively. And we know that when whatever God declares and is as is, God cannot revert based upon his word. He is the one who is the Logos. He creates all things by logic because he himself is logic. All things are logical in the way in which they are constructed and created, because God doesn't just merely speak and it is willy-nilly, though he speaks and it instantly is, and God has all knowledge in an instant. Nonetheless, this knowledge is based upon what is logical. And to ask God to do something as a contradiction in terms is just merely wordplay, and contradictions in terms are logical impossibilities by which they are literally nothing, and they cannot be done.